Morning, Raptorfreak Alexiot's here. Tuesday morning. That means it's time for Tuesday Trivia. But as per usual, I'm going to do a little bit of talking just for 5-10 minutes before we start the game, just to allow people to get here on time and join us to play in the trivia. But good morning, everybody. Happy to have you here. Appreciate it. So, interesting news from the NBA yesterday. It sounds like they are going to make the play-in tournament a regular part of the NBA season. That was an experiment the last few years, and that it was a positive experiment. It was probably positive economically. It was positively for teams not tanking, positive for making the season more exciting by the end of the season. So they're doing the smart thing, and they're instituting it as a normal everyday thing for not every day, every season thing for the NBA. So the play-in tournament has stuck, y'all. We are going to get the play-in tournament for years to come, is how it looks right now. There's other stuff that they're doing too. They're going to do some rule changes with the takeaway fouls from transition. The thing I've been complaining about since the beginning of the season last year is this whole thing when a team gets a fast break opportunity, the other team runs up and wraps them around, or arms around them, or stops them from getting in transition and having some sort of cool fast break play. Well, they're figuring out some rules on how to change this to make it even more not want them wanting to do that, because it is really bad for the game. It hurts the game and the excitement of it, hurts the tempo, all kinds of different reasons. So this is good. The NBA is being proactive about making the sport better, and I love that. The one thing they're talking about doing, though, that I don't necessarily agree with, partly I do, but partly I don't, is the whole bench decorum rules that they're talking about. They're talking about how the bench acts during the game, and if they're up and out of their seats and coming up on the court, or maybe they're being too loud and crazy and gregarious. There was an issue with the Dallas Mavericks bench in particular in the playoffs this year, where they were a little bit too animated and a little bit too all over the place and crazy, and they were fined a couple times during the playoffs for being too like that. And maybe even like something like what Kyle Lowry did in the series against Boston is something that's frowned upon. It's, things like coming up behind a guy who's inbounding the ball or something, or saying something, or doing weird things when you're not even in the game. So yeah, I agree with this to an extent for like not interfering with the game, but I don't agree with it if they're going to come down on players for like I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see how they enforce it, because to me, in some ways, it smacks of kind of the NFL's TD celebration rule, which is kind of like controlling behavior that maybe it's a little overstepping, is what I'll say. Because, you want the teams to be enthusiastic and rooting each other on within reason, as long as it's not coming on the court or making plays affected on the court in the middle of the game. Good morning to Monique. Good to see you, Monique. All the best to you. Richard Jefferson is weird. Let me just put it this way. Richard Jefferson is weird. Now, I know the NBA came up to him and said, "Do you want to try refereeing?" Well, he did. He went out there and refereed a quarter of a game last night. And I think this is a good thing, honestly. There's a couple of different reasons why this was good. It's good because he gets a real experience of how hard it is to referee a game. It's also good for us because he's getting across like this is not an easy job, y'all, and stuff like that. And because he has real experience doing it. Do not ever let Richard Jefferson become a full-time ref. That is one thing I will say, NBA. Sure, this is a fun little experiment, and let him go out there and just do one quarter, but do not ever let him transition to being a ref someday. We cannot have someone so biased be a referee in the NBA. I'm sorry, but hey, it's an interesting little experiment. Go ahead and go do it, Dick Jefferson. Learn a little bit about how hard it is to be an NBA ref, and tell us about it. Tell the public about it, and give us some real experience because you were refereeing and stuff like that. Jan, good to see you. Oh yeah, let's get it. Summer League Raps versus Bulls. That's right. Jan is excited. Jan is here once again to hype up a pregame. That's right. We're getting ready for our second Summer League game today, 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're playing the Chicago Bulls. And I'm looking at their roster right now, Jan, and I'm telling you, I'm not impressed with it. They've had 2 games so far in Summer League. They're 1-1. They played Dallas and beat them in a close game last weekend, and then they played the Knicks in the last couple days, and they absolutely got blown out by the New York Knicks Summer League. So I don't think the Bulls are a very good summer league team. This should be a real fun one today for the Raptors. Hopefully, we can kick their ass. I mean, I'm looking at their roster, and the only guys who are really of note are like Dalen Terry, who was their draft pick. Dalen Terry, Justin Lewis was there, Marko Simonovic. These are the guys who are doing it for this team. And I think they've got Thon Maker's brother or something. Maker. So the Bulls will be interesting today. They have no real names. Nobody like really from their roster last year that I can remember. I mean, I don't recognize any of these names on their roster other than Dalen Terry, Justin Lewis, and Maker. So those are the only guys that I know. So they're a bunch of no-name guys. And like I said, the Knicks summer league team blew them out by like 40 points like 2 days ago. So we should kick their ass. Like if they're not going to be as good as Philadelphia, and we beat them by 20, we need to kick Chicago Bulls summer league team's ass today. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's see. Click's all about it. 5 p.m. Let's get it. Click 2 a.m. saying let's get it. Tom Duke saying, let's go. Click saying, if the Knicks blew them out by 40, we can beat them. Yeah, I hope so, unless there's some sort of weird thing that happens today. Monique saying, Jeremy Lin comments on retiring as a Raptor. Yeah, Jeremy Lin said this week that he wants to get signed for a one-day contract with Toronto and retire as a Toronto Raptor. Well, good. Hey, that's cool with us. Like, if he ever gets in the Naismith Hall of Fame, if he's in the Basketball Hall of Fame, and he has a shot, people may say this man may not have a shot because of his career. Well, he should maybe because of Linsanity in New York and the fame that brought. And there's all kinds of other things about Jeremy Lin that are important. So, if he got into the Naismith Hall of Fame, I'd love to see him in there in a Raptors jersey, baby. Yeah. So, Jeremy, that's cool. Now, Click's here. I see Click's here. Click was yesterday. Scotty did do some twitching yesterday, y'all. He twitched for a couple hours, not too long. It was all 2K, and it was a weird time. Like, it was a little edgy. He's in Vegas still, and I was like, why is he twitching in Vegas? Why are you doing this right now in Vegas? Because you can see him in his hotel room, and he's got the shade open, and you see the big, huge, crazy casino hotel behind him, and like the locale of Las Vegas. And he's got his friend, the camera guy, Max or something, with him, who did like featured him in like documentary footage or taking shots of him when he was younger and stuff. He's hanging out. He's playing 2K. He's kicking major ass. And then he starts playing a couple people from the chat, and they're absolutely like kicking his butt. And this one kid he was playing was from Alberta. Yeah, he was playing this 15-year-old kid from Alberta, and he was killing Scotty with his own card. Like, he's playing Scotty Barnes in 2K as Scotty Barnes. And he had even Yao Ming on his team, just like Scotty plays with Yao Ming. And they're battling, and this dude is just wiping the floor with Scotty. And in the middle of the game, Scotty's like, whoa, wait a second. He starts talking to the guy on the chat, on the thing. He's like, listen, I really need to help my record in NBA 2K. Will you help me out, fam? And he's like, will you quit and give me the win so that I can help my record? Because I'm really trying to build my team. Now, listen, Scotty Barnes is a basketball player in the NBA. He can't play NBA 2K22 like all the regular people in the world can every day and like build up their characters, build up their stats, build up their profiles. So in some ways, he's at a disadvantage when he plays against these nerds that are playing 2K all the time. I shouldn't call them nerds. They're just fun-loving basketball people that have too much time on their hands. They could play like 12 hours of 2K is what I'm saying. So he's at a disadvantage to a degree when he's playing against these people that play a lot. And they play, so he's talking to the kid, and I kind of was like, didn't like what Scotty was doing, but also was kind of genius what he did. He's kind of like, well, listen, will you quit for me if I get on the microphone and talk to you for like 5 minutes and really have a good fan experience with me? And the dude was all about it. Like, and he did it. Like, they got on the mic, and you could hear them talking. He's like, oh, so you live in Alberta, you're 15 years old, and you play basketball in real life? Oh, you're good? Yeah. He's like, he's probably making this kid's day. Because not only was he mopping the floor with Scotty Barnes on 2K, but he's getting to have a personal discussion with him. And Scotty's like doing this to grift him for the win. It's so crazy and silly, but I mean, I get it, and I understand why Scotty did it. It's because he's really trying to get a good record on his profile, and that it would really hurted him. And that the guy didn't care. He was like, "Yeah, I'll quit for you, Big Four, because I love you as a Raptor and all this kind of stuff." But man, what bragging rights for intimidation's the guy's name in Alberta, and this dude may be one of the coolest people in Alberta right now because he can go around town and say, "I beat Scotty Barnes at 2K," and not only that, he wanted to talk to me, and Scotty was even saying, "You need to come to Toronto and come to a Raptors game. If you do, I'll hook you up." Is what he was telling this kid and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool to see the fan interaction between Scotty Barnes on Twitch and this young Alberta guy who he was beating his butt pretty good. And they didn't play for too long, but Scotty, as usual, is always fun to listen to and hear what he's saying about current events, talking about summer league and stuff like that. He gave us his honest opinions about NBA 2K23 because he's played it at summer league. And there's things about it that he doesn't like. There's a new meter that's kind of difficult. It's the kind of thing where you got to adjust to the next generation, the next version of the game, and some of it'll take a little time to get used to. And that I think that's the main problem there and stuff like that. So Shane Waters, good morning. Shane was at the Twitch also. They're fighting the good fight with me against the Laker fans, and they're saying you're gonna look good in a purple and gold jersey someday, Scotty. And we're like, I even asked Scotty straight up yesterday. I said, if Bobby Webster came to you with a no trade deal, like for your contract, just like Bradley Beal has in Washington, would you sign it? He didn't answer me, but I'm putting those kind of ideas out there in the ether with him. And then maybe he'll see that subliminally or something like that. And maybe he'll get a no trade clause contract with the Raptors eventually someday, because I'm all about that. Monique is saying Jeff Doughton interview was smooth. He wants to be here. Yeah, I like Jeff Doughton's demeanor. They had a couple more interviews yesterday with Jalen Sims and Christian Vital and Adrian Griffin. And those were interesting. Talking to Adrian about playing his son and how Adrian thinks his son's going to be a way better NBA pro than he was. And he's right, because like Adrian Griffin couldn't really shoot. At that era, you didn't have to be a good shooter. You could be a role player, like energy guy, rebounder, just good defensive player like Adrian Griffin was, senior. And Adrian Griffin Jr. is a way better shooter. So he expects him to be a way better pro than he ever was. And then just listening to Jalen Sims and Christian Vital talk about playing just normal stuff. But then once again, Justin Champagny comes running in on Christian Vital's interview, and he's saying, "This is my son. This is my son." This is getting so tired. I'm so sick of this son crap, Justin. When you stop pushing this? Because I'm just sick of it. You guys were doing it again in an interview with Lindsey Dunn, where like you guys are saying, "Oh, he's my son. Armani's my son." And Armani's like, "No, Justin's my son." And then Ron Harper Jr. runs in and he says, "You guys are all my grandsons." And I'm like, what is this son thing? Just stop. It's so tired and stupid at this point. Come on, guys. Just quit. Now, as far as Monique's talking about the cereal over milk thing was very interesting. They're doing this thing where they ask the summer league players when they come out of practice questions. And they're very simple questions like, is a hot dog a sandwich? And that was the first one. And like Coloco was saying, yeah, a hot dog is a sandwich. And everybody else was saying, no, a hot dog is not a sandwich. But Coloco, he says, yeah, hot dog sandwich. So then they asked him, do you pour the milk or the cereal in the bowl in the morning first? Which one do you put in the bowl first, the cereal or the milk? And everybody's like, obviously you put the cereal in the milk. I mean, you put the cereal in first and then the milk on top of the cereal. You would have to be a madman to put the milk in the bowl first and then pour the cereal into the milk. Well, once again, Christian Coloco is a weirdo. And he posted on his Instagram afterwards. I guess I'm a weirdo because he pours the milk into the bowl first and then the cereal afterwards. So it was like, wow. And they even came down on him. He's like, why are you saying this? Why do you say you put the milk in the bowl ahead of the cereal, Christian? What is going on with you? He's like, look, man, this man's from Cameroon. He has his own way of living. Maybe they do things differently over there. Quit judging. And he's all about, he's like, you know what? It wasn't insulting to him. He wasn't upset. because he's the weird one out of everybody. He's embracing it. He's like, I guess I'm the weird one. I like that. That's a good sign of his personality, that he's not too serious and that he can be a little fun and he doesn't mind being a little bit different. So that's good. I love that about Coloco right there. All right, let's keep going. Click saying, I want Doughton and Brooks, bucket getters. Yeah, you want guys that can fill up the net. That this whole summer is searching for shooters and scorers. Guys can put it in the hoop. Put it in the hoop. And Downton and Armani Brooks were definitely do that in the first summer league game. They were doing that, and we want to see more of that. Summer Low saying there's a summer league game tonight, right? Yes. Actually, not tonight. It's 5 p.m. in the afternoon. So be ready, Summer. Don't let it sneak up on you. If you have to work, get out a little earlier or miss just the first part of the game. But 5 p.m. start against the Bulls today in Las Vegas. Oh, yeah. David S. is here. Me too, Click. Armani is going to be a baller. Yeah. Yeah, I like Armani. They're going our money, our money, our money. He is our money at the basket, baby. And if he continues to build off this in the summer league, he's gonna. Oh man, we need him on the team for sure. Yeah, and David's saying, "Yep, 5 p.m." Monique saying, "I agree with Adrian Griffin Sr. also." Yeah, I think it's just going to easy to lead to see that AJ Jr. AJ Griffin is going to be a special scorer. Like the one thing that Adrian Griffin Sr. said that he has way better than he had when he was a player is a 3-point shot. That he's a highly skilled 3-point shooter, and that was something he never got good at. So that's a difference right there between Adrian Griffin Sr. and Jr. right there. Let's see. Shane Waters saying Downton was the best playmaker in the first summer league game. If Raps made more of the open looks he was given, he would have had 15 assists. Yeah, he did. Man, amazing. 9 assists, no turnovers. We can keep saying that all over. Click saying, I think we play tomorrow as well. That's right. We do, Click. We're playing Utah Jazz Summer League Wednesday. And then we're playing our another game on Friday against the Miami Heat. So there are 3 games in the next 4 days, guys. So be ready for 3 games of Raptor basketball in the next 4 days. And then there is another game on the weekend. I think it'll be on Saturday or Sunday. And that'll be determined by our record and whether we're playing for the championship and getting those nice rings that they have for Summer League right now. Yeah. Monique's saying 10 years since the Raptors landed Kyle Lowry. Yeah, it's crazy to think that's how long. I really love the footage of him and Vince at the golf course at the charity golf game where they had to stop and take a shot with the basket on this really long shot. It's like, it looks like a half court length, something like that. And Lowry hit it before Vince did. And I know there's all kinds of mad trash talk going on and stuff like that. But Lowry hit a couple of times. He hit that shot a couple of times on a couple of different things. So good stuff. G saying Masai did a quick interview saying he is happy with the team. Yeah, and that's him tipping his hand to show that I'm not trading anybody, and that if Ayton signs this offer sheet with Indiana and he's off the table, and Brooklyn's price may be going down for what they will take coming from us to get Kevin Durant here and stuff like that. Yeah, we don't have to do anything. Honestly, if we don't do anything, that's great. Gary Trent Jr. seems very happy this week, showing up to Summer League and palling around with everybody. The pictures of him and Delano from yesterday getting really cool freebies is fun. And, sign of things are good in the Raptors world and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think I've talked about most everything, and we're about 20 minutes in. So let's go ahead and start trivia, guys. Now, I do love the play-in tournament thing, Monique. I think it's a great idea, and I think it's worked really well in all kinds of different ways. So I'm in full support of the decision that the NBA is making about keeping the play-in tournament a normal part of the regular season. So all for that. All right, guys, today's trivia is going to be a little bit based on a very big phenomenon in the NBA this past year. It's a game called Purdle. Yeah, it's named after one of our great Raptor friends, and somebody we wish was back on a Raptor roster is Yaka Purtle. And it's like based on the Wordle game. You guys know Purtle. You guys have probably played Purtle. You're guessing an NBA player by certain statistics, like their height, their age, the team they play for, the position, their age, all that kind of stuff, their number and stuff like that. So we're going to play a little bit of a Purtle kind of game today with our Summer League roster. So let me just real quick read these comments and then we'll go right into it. Lolita saying Siakam says he's improved from all NBA to MVP. I'd love to see it. He's going to be a better 3-point shooter. And with the better roster around him, the floor is going to open up and he's going to have better advantages to operate. So look for Siakam to make a leap. I don't know if he'll be the MVP of the league, but if he makes all NBA and he's not on third team, if he's on all NBA second team this year, maybe that's the leap we'll see. Good luck, everyone. G's saying, because you know what? He's playing. You got to need some luck. Oh, yeah. Marlon Toby saying it's tough, but I think these newer guys are making a good cause for themselves. Malachi, Yuta, and Svi are gone, unfortunately. Yeah, Yuta is in Japan. He's about to play for Japan. He looks like he has some good big muscles, and more power to you, Yuta. Takeshi was giving us the update on Twitter about Yuta Watanabe, and that, his NBA career for right now is on pause, and we'll have to see what happens with him this season. I don't think he's going to play in the NBA this season is what it's looking like. Monique's saying, congratulations, John Batove, on getting in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, well-deserved. This is the man that is the reason why we have the Toronto Raptors. That if there was no John Batove, we would not have any Toronto Raptors. So I am forever indebted to you, John Batove. You are a badass, and thank you. Yeah. G's saying can't play Summer League. Justin can't play in Summer League. I'm sick of Justin doing the sunning thing. Just stop doing it. And man, it's too bad your thumb's messed up. All right, let's do this. All right, this is Pirtle Summer League roster style. And basically, I'm going to read off stats, and you guys write in the whole full name. Okay, you can't play today. Oh, that's too bad. Well, we'll see what happens. All right, so guys, I'm going to read off stats like you would have in the Pirtle game, and you're going to have to name the player on the Summer League roster that I'm describing. So as soon as you know who it is, please write in their full name. I want their first and last name. Please. That's going to become a regular rule for the Raptorfreak Trivia, just to make it more official, because there are common names with last names and stuff like that, like Johnson and Smith. And we need to know who we're talking about. So like Sonny, good morning to you, Sonny. Everybody's doing pretty good from what I can see, and I hope you're doing well also. So we're going to start right now. Question number 1 on Pirtle, playing Pirtle with the Summer League team. You guys know Pirtle, the game. All right, guys, this player is 6'7". This player is 22 years old. This player played for Nebraska. His number is 45. All right, y'all. When you know who it is, write in the full name right there. This is the Summer League players. These are players on the Summer League. Delano Banton is right. Click. So you guys see how it works. It's going to be those kind of stats. Click is the first one in. Sonny's right after it. But good job, guys. Delano Banton is the correct question. That answer, that would be probably one of the easiest ones on these ones, because we're going to do the guys that are no-name guys, and you're going to have to really think about it. All right, this player is 6'7". He's 25 years old. He went to Creighton, and his number is 44. And if we have any trouble with these questions, like if they're too deep cuts as far as players on the Summer League roster, I will give a bonus clue as to what their name is kind of like. So you guys know who's 6'7" on the team, who's 25 years old. He went to Creighton. His number is 44. This is the Pirtle clue for this player. I know these are going to be tough because some of these players are no names and stuff like that. All right, clicks in there. Ryan Hawkins is the right answer, Click. And I know you probably had to do a little bit of looking at the roster. So, yeah, it is Ryan Hawkins. Sonny's right in afterwards. It's like you guys did the research, and you guys are just right there, Sonny. You're almost there. Okay, so be right on it, guys, because these are going to get, like, harder. Some of them are easy, but some of them are going to be hard. All right, the third one is 7'1". Now, I might not need to say anything else. 7'1", 22 years old, Arizona. Yeah, you guys know who that is, number 35. 7'1", 22 years old. All right, Sonny's getting this one. Sonny, you got this one. It is Christian Coloco, our 33rd pick in the NBA draft this past season. Everybody jumping in. David, I see you there. We're going to get you some points today, too. All right, the next one is 6'9", 24 years old. FC Barcelona, number 0. And he is kind of a 0. 6'9", 24, FC Barcelona, number 0. Who is that? Pirtle. Oh, Sonny's in again. It's Carax. That's right. We got Carax in there. He's the number 0. All right, next one. David, you're just behind. Too bad. You're close. You're close. You got to be really quick. Type it in and hit that return button fast. Okay, number 5, the Pirtle names for Summer League. 6'3", 24 years old, Houston, number 1. 6'3", 24 years old, Houston, and number 1. Sonny's getting that one. It is Armani Brooks. It's our money. It is our money. Hopefully he's just as much a laser with his three-pointer tonight. That would be badass. I just want to see him build more and more and just solidify that for sure roster spot and kind of production for the Raptors this year. Yeah, David's saying, okay, I hit enter before you even finish the question. The thing is broken. Well, it's quick on the draw. It's how quick on the draw you are. It looks like Sonny is getting really like, yeah, we'll see, David. I'm gonna give you get one. I promise you, you'll probably get one at some point. We're looking out for you. Don't worry, David. You're gonna if you get some points, you'll catch up on G because he's not playing, and you're in second overall right now. So you're in good place. Okay, 6'6", 23 years old, Rutgers, number 8. 6'6", 22 years old, Rutgers, number 8. Ron Harper Jr. Sonny is just, you know what? Listen, if you know how to type like, I know how to type like, you can be really good at this game. Ron Harper Jr. Yes, click just behind. Shane just behind. You guys are close. All right, next one. 6'3", 25 years old, Rhode Island, number 20. 6'3", 25 years old, Rhode Island, number 20. Who is that on the Raptors Summer League team? 6'3". We've talked about this a lot. Yeah, Shane's going to get this one. Even though he didn't spell it right, that's okay, Shane. We're going to give you Jeff Doughton. Yeah, the 6'3" kind of gives it away because we talked a lot about him being 6'3" or maybe taller in the last couple days since the game on Saturday. Because I'm like, he's the same height as me? He seems like he's taller. The new Malachi. That's what Isaac's calling him. Good morning, Isaac Campbell. Good to see you. The new Malachi, Jeff Doughton. Could be. Malachi, maybe you should have played. All right. Let's see. Next one. 6'6", 23 years old, UNC Wilmington, 30, number 30. 6'6", 23 years old, UNC Wilmington, and he's number 30 for his jersey. Jalen Sims is right. Sonny's getting that one. Sonny's getting that one also. It's Jalen Sims. He had the interview yesterday, and he was saying coming from a small school like UNC Wilmington really kind of grounds you and you know makes you have to fight even harder, is what Jalen Sims was saying yesterday in the interview and stuff like that. Yeah. Jeff Doughton is what Malachi was supposed to be, is what Click's saying. Okay, the next one, guys. 6'2", 23 years old, BYU, 32 is his number on his jersey. 6'2", 23 years old, BYU, number 23 is what he's wearing for Summer League. So let's see who gets it first. You know, these are, I mean, seriously, I don't expect you guys to know these guys' names off the top of your head. If you're cheating, that's not cheating, because honestly, this is an open book test. I can't stop y'all from getting any kind of roster or anything open on your thing. So Sonny's getting this one. It's Alex Barcelona. That's right. Sonny, you are dominating today. This is you're the quick one with the typing. All right, next one. 6'2". I like that. Shane said Alex Barcelona. Barcelona. 6'2", 25 years old, UConn, 12, number 12 on the team. 6'2", 25 years old, UConn, number 12. Yeah, it's a good autocorrect. I like that. Tom, you're a little late. It's good to see you, though, Tom. 6'2". Okay, Sonny's on it again. It's Christian Vital on that one. Yeah, he was the one that Justin sunned yesterday. I'm just sick of it, Justin. Quit running in and sunning these young guys. This may be the only interview they ever get at an NBA level, and you're running in and saying, this is my son. This is my son. This is my son. Just stop, dude. Like, you're not even playing and ingratiating yourself to me by playing really well in the court. You're just pissing me off because you're playing this son game with our young players. We don't want to carry this tradition on. You brought this into the team, and hopefully it'll just go with you. I don't want Coloco and Ron Harper Jr. calling each other sons. Like, this is stupid. Just stop. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, I'll stop like this. Okay, who gets more minutes tonight? I hope Barcelo does because I want to get a good look at him. And why not Abu Kajab? We love to see him at some point more tonight also. So those are the two I want to see more of there, Monique. All right, next Purtle question. Ron, yeah, he came in and said grandsons. I know it's out of control. They gotta stop the son stuff. It's stupid. It's just dumb. Come on, it's getting tired. It was kind of cute when Pascal and Justin were doing it at the beginning of the year last year, but it's just getting tired at this point. Come on. All right, next one. 6'6", 21 years old, Pittsburgh, number 11. I think I just gave this one away. 6'6", 21 years old, Pittsburgh, number 11. Justin Champagny. That's right. The culprit, the person I'm coming down on right now, he just happened to be the next question. So yeah, Sonny is just on it today. Sonny's really on it. And Sonny's on it by getting into the Scotty Twitch and typing comments there. It's probably partly why he's got so much good time typing that they're just really good typers, Sonny. So that's what it is. All right, let's see. 6'10", 26, Michigan, number 9. Who is that? 6'10", 26 from Michigan. That's a pretty old age. That kind of gives something away. 26. DJ Wilson, Sonny's in here. Sonny is just on it. Sonny's just taking the cues and like, and it's out. Boom, done. Jan, you're just behind. I'm sorry, but I'm glad you're playing, Jan, and just keep trying. Maybe you'll get one of these faster than one of these guys at some point. Let's get this is tough trivia. It's not just knowing the answers, but typing them real fast. Oh yeah. Okay, next one. 6'11", 26 years old, Nevada, and he's number 15. Yeah, fast typing comes from work. That's Sonny. Sonny's got an advantage from the work. David is on this one. Trey Porter, look at David. David's like, I'm taking this one. I love that, David Saborin. You are a fighter. Yes, David S. coming in and like, I'm taking this one. Trey Porter is right. Bam, David S. Yes, Trey Porter. Oh, you are a badass, David S. Love it. I love it. All right, only a couple left. Only a couple left. All right, be ready. 6'7", 23 years old, Boise State, number 16 on the team. Who's number 16 from Boise State? 6'7", 23 years old. There we go. David S. he's on a streak now. Jan, you know what? It may look like it on your chat, but it's really my chat that matters. It's like if it's the way it lines up in the chat for me that's the only way I can discern who came in first. Because it may look like it is on yours. This has been a problem all season with the trivia where people think they got in ahead, and it's what I see on my chat, and David is in there just ahead, unfortunately. All right, David S. coming up. It's all good, man. Just keep trying, man, and seriously, keep coming back. This week's trivia is actually advanced Raptorfreak Trivia. I don't expect you guys to know these scrubs at the end of the summer league roster. Normally, it's a lot easier, and it's a little bit different. Today's a little bit weird for the stuff like that. It's fun guy saying he sees David Head too. Also, okay. All right, so I got a second opinion there too. All right, next one. 6'4", 21 years old, Louisville, number 13. 6'4", 21 years old, Louisville, 13. David Johnson. Sonny's back on top with that one. Had to take that one. The DJ, he needs to step up. He needs to show some like perfect play out on the court. Seriously, David Johnson, you're in trouble. You may not be on the Raptors this year, is what it's looking like. Okay. All right. That is all of the players on the team we just did. David Johnson was the last one. We have a bonus question, and this is a really hard one. There's 4 answers. It's very, very hard. This may be the hardest one, and this is where somebody could actually get some points. So be real quick on this one, guys. Monique's saying, happy for Simu in the charity game. So does anyone know where does the money go? I think the money is going towards a foundation to help prevent Asian hate, to stop Asian hate, campaigns to put it out there and make awareness of Asian hate and what's happened during the pandemic and the abuse that some people have been getting and things like that. I think that was what they were raising money for that charity game, is for a foundation that raises awareness of, people being awful towards Asian people and stuff like that. That's what it is, Monique. I'm a fun guy. I like Downton. Yeah, I like Downton too. All right, here's the bonus question, y'all. 4 answers, each worth 25 points. Who are Trevor Gleason's 4 assistant coaches for Summer League? This is so hard. This is so hard. Who are the 4 coaches for Summer League for Trevor Gleason that he's using? These aren't even guys that are really on their team. Like, I'm not even sure if these guys are going to be coaches on the Raptors this season. They're just here for Summer League to get some experience, and they may not actually be on the team. I know one of them is on the team for sure, but 3 of them, I'm not totally sure if they'll actually be on the team. Okay, I need full names. Fun guy, no, that's not one of the names though. Ryan is not one of the names. There's no Ryan. Eric Curry is right, Tom Duke. Tom Duke is on the board today, taking Eric Curry off the board as an assistant coach. Good job. Monique, you were just behind. Oh, it's just close. Very close, Monique. Tom Duke took it. Jan's right behind with Eric Curry. That's the easy one out of all of them because he's the guy who's actually going to be on the team. Tom Duke's got the next one. Fabulous Fauneroy. That's such an awesome name. Fabulous. This dude is fabulous. Fabulous Fauneroy. All right, Sonny's going to try and just take them all right there. And so Sonny's going to take the last 2 because he wrote all 4 in on his answer. So you get the last 2, Sonny. Michael Pranger and Jordan Walker are the other 2 coaches. Yeah, so very, very cool. Let's see. Eric saying, I meant I saw his interview. Oh, Eric Curry's video. Yeah. Yeah, he was interesting what he was saying and stuff like that. He was talking about Downton and different people and stuff like that. Tom Duke coming in just behind. Tom, you did get some points today. Congratulations. But obviously today, Sonny Mahal, dominant in today's trivia game. I'll have to add up all the scores, and I'll put the totals in the comments after the game for you guys. So thanks for playing Raptorfreak Trivia with me today. Hopefully you understand or know a little bit more about the Summer League team that's playing for us right now. And hopefully today you guys will get to watch the game at 5 p.m. Don't miss it. And we'll be doing a reaction stream tomorrow to the Chicago Bulls Summer League game this afternoon. And then we'll have the Utah Jazz tomorrow night also. Back-to-back, baby, on the first night of a back-to-back. But it's Summer League, so it doesn't really matter because they'll split half the squad for tonight and half the squad for tomorrow. It could be that we see Koloko. I don't know if we'll see him tonight because Chicago seems like the worst team. So maybe they see him tomorrow. I don't know how they'll do it, but we won't see Koloko in both nights. They've already shut down Banchero for Orlando in Summer League, and people are griping and whining. I'm like, well, this is what they do in Summer League. When you have a really high draft pick and you only need to see them a couple games, you don't overplay them the whole Summer League. You just play them for a bit of it, and then you bench them for the rest of the time, and you give the guys below them time to try and show what they got to make the team and stuff like that. So Tom Duke is saying winning, well, just on the board scoring. Listen, Tom, you're in there, man. Like, listen, you got 50 points today. Tom Duke, you have 150 Raptorfreak Trivia points in season 2 already. So you're on it, man. You're way ahead of your scoring last year. So you're already way ahead. Come on now. John's saying, I would like to see Trey Porter. Yeah, I'd like to see Trey Porter also just because he's a center. And I want to kind of see if he's got any like mobility and like what he looks like out there. I've seen a little bit of him in the practice footage, but not really anything that kind of tells me anything about him. So that's somebody I'm very curious about also is that center. And yeah, we need to see Kajab tonight. Kajab needs to be getting some time on the court against the Bulls tonight for sure. I agree with Tom Duke on this. All right, guys, I'm just going to wrap it up right now. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the trivia today and just the fun talking about Scotty on Twitch and the rule changes and, different things going on with the Raptors and stuff like that. All right, let's see. Sonny saying it will be nice to see these other guys. If we're going to replace Fee and Yuta, then we got to see what these guys bring. Yeah. And Monique's saying Justin really has to fight in training camp. No joke. He really does. Like, this thumb is not doing him any favors. This is not good and stuff like that. Jan, peace out. And thank you. I appreciate you being here. I hope hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, guys. Some of you may follow me, but something like that. Hit that red subscribe button. It helps me so much. All right. I appreciate y'all. Tomorrow, reacting to the game tonight. And have a great Tuesday. Let's go Raptors. Let's beat the Bulls tonight. I think that we should kick their ass just because of how the Knicks kicked their ass 2 nights ago. So if we can't kick their ass, then something's wrong. So we should be able to kick Chicago Bulls summer league team's ass pretty good. Like I said, they only got like Justin Lewis, Dalen Terry, and I don't even know who the rest of the guys on their team are and stuff like that. So all the best, guys. Have a great day. Let's go Raptors! Ah!